The sun was setting over Jerusalem, painting the sky in deep gold and crimson. The air was calm, but something in it felt heavy, as if the world itself was holding its breath. On the Mount of Olives, Jesus sat quietly, looking over the city. His disciples gathered close, their hearts full of questions they were almost afraid to ask.
"Lord," one of them finally whispered, "when will these things happen? What will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?"
Jesus turned to them, not with fear in his eyes, but with a deep, unshakable calm. Yet his voice carried a weight that made their hearts tremble.
"Watch closely," he said, "and do not be deceived."
The wind picked up slightly, brushing against their robes as he continued.
"Many will come in my name, claiming, 'I am the one,' and they will lead many astray. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. Nations will rise against nations. Kingdoms will clash against kingdoms."
The disciples exchanged uneasy glances. The thought of such chaos was overwhelming.
"There will be famines," Jesus said softly, "and earthquakes in various places. These are only the beginning, like the first pains before birth."
A silence fell. Even the birds seemed to have stopped singing.
"Then," he continued, "you will face persecution. You will be hated by all because of me. Many will fall away. Betrayal will spread, even among friends. Love, the love of many, will grow cold.
"Lord, how can we endure such things?"
The one who stands firm to the end will be saved."
His words weren't just a warning, they were a promise. He stood and pointed toward the distant horizon.
This message, the good news of the kingdom, will be proclaimed in the whole world as a testimony to all nations. And then, the end will come.
The sky darkened slightly as if responding to his words.
"And when you see great distress, unlike anything the world has ever known, people will be filled with fear. The sun will be darkened. The moon will not give its light. Stars will fall from the sky, and the powers of heaven will be shaken."
The disciples' hearts pounded. The world they knew seemed to be unraveling in his words. But then, Jesus' voice changed. It grew stronger, brighter.
"And then," he said, "the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the sky.
The wind stilled.
All the peoples of the earth will mourn, but they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory."
A sense of awe filled the air.
"He will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his people, from the ends of the earth to the ends of the heavens."
For a moment, it felt as if time itself had stopped. Then Jesus stepped closer to them, his voice now gentle, filled with urgency and love.
"Learn this lesson," he said. "When you see the signs, know that the time is near, right at the door."
He paused.
"But about that day or hour, no one knows, not the angels, not even the Son, only the Father."
The disciples listened carefully, their fear now mixed with something else. Hope.
"So stay awake," Jesus said firmly. "Be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour you do not expect."
The sky had turned dark now, and the first stars began to appear.
"Just like in the days of Noah," he continued, "people will be living their lives, eating, drinking, marrying, unaware of what is coming, until it suddenly arrives."
He looked at each of them, one by one.
"Therefore, keep watch."
His final words lingered in the night air like a heartbeat.
"Be faithful, be wise. Live as though your master could return at any moment."
The disciples sat in silence, overwhelmed, but transformed. Because this wasn't just a warning about the end. It was a call to live with purpose. A call to remain strong when the world grows cold. A call to hold on to hope when everything else falls apart. And above all, a promise that no matter how dark the days become, he is coming back. And when he does, the sky itself will declare it.